Why can't I see that? Oh gosh, darn it. It's one of those times I can't see myself again. So I hope you can see me. If you, and I see there's a couple people on right now, but I must have clicked something wrong. Can you see me or can you just hear me? Because when I look at the screen, it's all black. If you're one of the two people watching right now, can you click and or type in the chat if you can see me? I'm waving. Oh, poo. I wonder if you guys can't hear me. Huh. Let's see. It looks like, why is this not showing anything? Oh, poop. You don't have access to this feature. Okay, what's this feature? Manage. What's this one? Okay, JP says, hi, Gina. Taz Bulldog says, hi, Gina. Hey, can you guys see me? Can you see and hear me? Because it's one of those other times I can't see anything. And usually I can see when I look in the screen, I can see myself there. Okay, so you guys can see me? All right, we can see and hear you. Okay, great. Welcome to Anchor Moments. And I am going to give myself my Mounjaro 5 milligram shot. And I'm excited about it because I didn't know for sure if I'd be able to take it this soon. I just had a total hysterectomy last Friday, and today is Thursday. So I had it Friday, May 10th, and today is Thursday, May 16th. I waited and didn't take my shot on Monday because anesthesia is very constipating, and so are pain medications, and so is Mounjaro and zepbound. So I was waiting to take my Mounjaro and zepbound when I knew for sure that I wasn't going to have constipation issues. So I've been taking Miralax twice a day and a Colace tablet in the middle. And it's made me very regular. I really can't push because of having the hysterectomy. I'm still a little sore down low. And so I need everything to be just as soft as possible. I know it's a little gross, but that's what I'm living with right now. But I'm feeling tons better, and I've got a great topic today. Thank you to Dorothy. Dorothy is one of my new viewers, and she put in a comment, can you talk about type 2 diabetes? Specifically, how does it affect your partner? And I was like, wow, gee, I kind of felt bad in a way. I've never asked Jeff, how does he feel about my type 2 diabetes diagnosis? He's been having to put up with me with all my goofy things that I have to do. And it costs us a little bit more money because I used to not take any medications. I was just as healthy as can be. I was chubby, but I was still healthy until October 13th of 2020. That's when I got my diagnosis. And I'll never forget that day because it was 4 days before my daughter's wedding. And so I was already, excited as a mother of the bride and having a lot of things to do and to take care of before company was coming out of town, all relatives and all that kind of thing. And gosh darn it, that's when I found out I had type 2 diabetes. And it did rock my world a little bit. I know how I felt about it, but I don't know how Jeff felt about it. So we're going to be talking about that tonight, and hopefully Jeff will be coming in any minute. He had to work late. He had to do a training for the staff, for some staff at his work, and he just barely got home. A friend of ours dropped off dinner. Oh my gosh, she spoiled us rotten. So it was a really fabulous dinner. So he is in the kitchen right now, chowing down. And I'm going to give myself my shot, but we're going to find out, and we're going to discuss a little bit about what it's like to be the partner of someone who is diabetic when you're not diabetic yourself, just your partner is. So how is it affecting that partner that's not diabetic that has to live with you? those are great questions. So we're going to find out about that. And my friends who are who are watching this video, if you're taking zepbound and you don't have type 2 diabetes, do know I appreciate you and I appreciate your viewership. And you might could think about it in the way of what it's like for your partner, that maybe you're on medication and they're not, to help with your uh, severe overweight issues. And I don't know, or any other, we get a lot of medical issues when we're overweight. That's why I don't feel bad that anybody is taking zepbound when there's a shortage, because I know of all the other diseases you can get when you're severely overweight. And I've been severely overweight for years before I became diabetic. And if I could have gotten zepbound back in the day, can you guys still see me? There we go. Anyway, I would have wanted to take this medication too, because it can be life saving and life changing. So many people have lost 80 to 100 pounds. Wow, what a difference that'll make for your health. So anyway, everybody is welcome on this channel. But today's topic is going to be, we're going to find out what Jeff thinks, and what his feelings are. And here he is.
How come you have no picture?
I don't know, but they've written on the side here that they can see me. See, I did a thing where I clicked so people would know we were going to go live. So I had you do the thumbnail at lunchtime because I knew you were going to be so late coming home tonight. And I really want to take my Mounjaro today, because you can take Mounjaro and then 5 days later take your another shot. If you are needing to change the day of your shot, you can do that. So today's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I could take my shot again on Monday, but I would be missing taking it on Monday if I don't take it tonight. I'm taking my shot. I'm going to take my shot now, but while I'm where am I going to put, where did I do my shot last time? I can't remember. Did I do it on my arm? You know what? I don't want to do it on my tummy because my tummy's kind of weird now with my little scars from my hysterectomy. You know what? I think I'm going to do my thigh. I haven't done my thigh for a while. Okay. So, while I do my thigh, and hopefully no one sees me pull my pants down because I can't see this way. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it this way. I'll go like this. It'll be okay. I think if I'm over close this way, they won't be able to see it. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna give myself a shot in my right thigh. And while I am doing that, Jeff, number one, I am so sorry. I've never asked you how you feel and how it's affected you, me having type 2 diabetes. We've never discussed that. Jeff did help me edit a video about a month after I had type 2 diabetes, where I talk about type 2 diabetes and depression, because it depressed the hell out of me, to be honest. I mean, that first month that I had it, I wasn't going to tell anyone. I felt ashamed. I felt it was my fault. If I hadn't been so fat for so long, that I maybe wouldn't have had it. I was scared. I had a hard time with it at first, but then I got better. I know. And then I felt better. And then I had Jeff create a video for me for others, so that other people wouldn't go through what I was going through with the shame. And I gave ideas of how to beat diabetes, depression. And so it was all about me and how it affected me. But I never asked you how it affected you, sweetie. So thank you, Dorothy, for putting that question out there. And now it's all you. So you can talk about that. I'm carefully doing massaging my thigh here. Okay. All right, Jeff. Oops. Take off the gray. Yeah, how did it affect you?
Do this correctly.
Okay, now I've turned the lock. I take the gray off first, then you turn the lock. And
well, I think the story begins about when we were getting ready for Alexis's wedding.
Yeah.
She got married in October of October 17th, 2020. It was right during the pandemic and stuff. Anyway, but we found out from Gina's brother, Mike, that he had lost like 70 pounds or something like
60
that.
pounds.
60 pounds.
During the pandemic.
And we thought, how the heck is he doing that? All I do during the pandemic is eat.
Mm-hmm.
And I had gained weight, and I was like ready to not be so fat.
And I had too. We were like baking cookies all the time, and we did the sour. We ate too much bread, all the stuff that everybody was doing. But
so
yeah,
we were ready to do something else, and I didn't want to be really fat in the wedding pictures, and so we started our thing with we asked Mike, so what did you do? And basically it boiled down to doing 1,600 calories in a day, about 4 meals, about 4 hours apart each, 4 hours apart each, 400 calories each about, and ending up about 1,600 calories for the whole day. And I thought, well, if Mike can do that, it looks like it really works. Let's give it a try.
Yeah. And we didn't know that Mike had lost 60 pounds until 2 weeks before the wedding.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like we were going to lose all of our weight before the wedding, but we wanted to at least lose a few and get started on the plan that my brother was doing.
So this was before we found out that Gina had
2 weeks before
diabetes.
Yeah.
So we started on this process, and you can see there are some playlists, a 444 plan playlist. And
on this,
we started on this, and we were keeping track of our weight and how much we ate. And I lost, let's see,
72 pounds.
About 72 pounds. And I was so excited about it. But you know what? At the, what was it about? Thanks. What time of year was it when you found out?
So we
had type 2 diabetes.
October 13th. And you know what? I found out that Mikey lost his weight on my mother's birthday, which is September 26th.
Okay.
So September 27th, because it was the day after her birthday, I called Mike and said, what are you doing? Mom warned me that you lost 60 pounds and I'll be shocked when I see you. And here Jeff and I have been gaining weight and you've been losing weight. What have you been doing? So we started it on September 27th. And by October 13th is when I found out I had type 2 diabetes, but we already started losing weight.
Right.
I was already down like 8 pounds.
I think that helped us because we were already in the zone with the mindset of we want to eat healthy, we want to lose weight. And how can we do that and eat some things that we can like and still have some things that we can eat as much as we want.
Oh, and once a week you could have a break day and eat whatever you want one day a week. And then we ate too much the one day a week. So we turned break day to once a week we could have a break meal because we went a little nuts
restaurant or just overeat.
Yeah, and have the cookies and whatever.
Right. Yeah. So we were actually being very successful. So I think I probably, when you told me you had type 2 diabetes, I think I felt that great, because now we're doing all this that just goes perfectly right along with that. It'll help you eat more healthy, help me eat more healthy.
Because we do low carb vegetables. Right. We don't count the calories for those. So we're really eating more than 1,600 calories because we ate a lot of non-starchy, low calorie vegetables.
And you know what?
And we call that as freebies.
What I found tastes kind of like tortilla strips is if you take red cabbage and cut it into strips, and it's crunchy. It's got all the, anyway, we found some things that we liked that were, you could eat a lot of and still lose weight. So it kind of jump-started us, I think, for you to have the diabetes diagnosis, because it gave us a good incentive to keep on going.
Yeah, and Jeff never, he didn't, for the longest time, Jeff never had a problem with his weight. I mean, I remember he was so freaking skinny. He was so skinny. And he could eat an entire carton of ice cream and a party-sized bag of Doritos chips.
Cheetos.
Or Cheetos. He's more Cheetos. All right. He could do it, but a party-sized bag
I don't know about
by himself, and the next day weigh the same and not gain weight. Oh my gosh. It was crazy. He would eat constantly. I should call him Mr. Crunch and Munch. And it drove me crazy because I've always gained weight smelling Cheetos.
So
I mean,
actually, I thought about this a little bit. I probably would have felt deprived if you had come out and said, okay, I have type 2 diabetes. Now we're going to go on an austerity plan. And
put
like
you on a diet too.
I can't have cookies. I can't have this. I can't have this. Thank you a lot. But it turned out that since even before that, we knew, so number one, that it was successful with Mike. So if he could do it, I think we could do it. And number two, we were getting the ball rolling and we had a plan and we both were on it and we both were doing well. So I think that helped me not feel, otherwise I think I might have felt resentful that here you are dictating, I like cookies and I can't have cookies anymore or whatever. And actually I still can't have cookies.
Yeah.
I could, even on the 444 plan, I could have them during my break meal or just count the calories and have the cookies.
Yeah, because it was breakfast, lunch, dinner, and an evening snack. And your evening snack could be anything. And my brother used to eat 2 Pop-Tarts because they have 400 calories or 200 calories a piece.
Yeah.
That was his.
You know what? You might think, oh, that's terrible. You know what? That was encouraging. Because
yeah,
you can lose weight and have
eating
2
Pop-Tarts
every day. That's a plan I want to be part of.
Yeah, that's how Mike was able to get Jeff excited about that. Yeah. And Jeff had never been overweight before. And then just all of a sudden it kind of came on him.
The 2 Pop-Tart plan.
Yeah. And all of a sudden he did have a lot of weight to lose all of a sudden because he was new to being chubby.
And I've gained some back since this, but not all.
You've kept some of it off. But anyway.
But you know what doesn't help when we're trying to keep weight off is we can't really exercise too much because we both have had surgeries. I mean, I could exercise now, but I'm kind of out of the zone. I want to get back in the zone.
And we like exercising together because that makes it more fun. And we don't do like boring exercises. We do fun exercises. And what I mean by that is like in the evening, we go for a walk after dinner. Together. And it's not race walking, but but we're walking and
it's company and we get to talk about
chatting about our day, and it's nice. It's nice to go for a walk together and chat about our day together, after dinner. So that was helpful.
And you know what? You're not going to lose weight just by trying to exercise it all off. You have to actually eat less. But you know what? If you're doing things that are, like, and even exercise instead of sitting around on the couch eating, let's see, I'm not sitting on the couch shoving as much food in my mouth as I can because I'm walking with you in the neighborhood and enjoying the time with you. So we did some substituting of activities where like for instance, playing the ukulele. Ever tried playing the ukulele while you're trying to put something in your mouth? You just can't do it.
Yeah, he likes to sing while he plays the ukulele too.
And also, you need 2 hands to play the ukulele.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's things you can figure out that you enjoy, and it can be mutually exclusive to sitting on the couch and just stuffing your face. But anyway, so with all that, I think I would have felt more resentful if you had just come up and told me, okay, now we both are on a diet. Thanks a lot, Gina. The other thing that I was thinking about was she would come to me and tell me about some, there's this new medication out. Oh, what's it called? Oh, Mounjaro. Oh, okay. Well, what's that like? Oh, it only costs $1,000 a month. Oh my God, maybe we can lose some weight and you take metformin for a while and you'll be fine.
Yeah, metformin's cheap. Metformin only cost me $10 a month. But so when I could have been an early adopter of Mounjaro. My doctor told me 2 years ago, there's this new medication in the trials. People with type 2 diabetes were losing like 50 pounds. Would you like to try it? And he wrote it on a piece of paper, and there weren't commercials on TV about Mounjaro back then either. And when I looked it up with my health insurance, it was going to be $1,000 a month.
I thought, I kind of like to retire at some point.
Yeah.
I could either retire or you can have Mounjaro. Thanks a lot, Gina.
Yeah.
We don't get a van. We don't get to retire.
We don't, yeah.
But luckily,
so he was not encouraging for me to do that. He was like, I tell you what, Gina, I promise I'll start dieting with you again. We'll go walking and swimming, and we'll do the exercise stuff, because he was like, oh my gosh, that would be so expensive.
And then to keep up payments on that after I'm retired, that would be expensive.
Oh, too. I know. We wouldn't have the money for it.
Right.
Jeff retires July 1st, and so it's gonna
June 30th.
June 30th. Jeff retires June 30th. So it is going to make a difference on how much money we'll have coming in. We'll have to be a little more frugal. But we found out when Jeff had bladder cancer, we had someone that was helping us, a nurse that was navigating for us the bills and how to pay all these different bills and medical bills. And I asked Nurse Sarah, hey, can you check for me how much Mounjaro is now? Because last year it was $1,000 a month for me, but is it any less this year? And she said, I'll check. And by golly, it's only $70 a month on my plan. And then she said, and you can get one of those coupon things, and then, maybe get it down to $25 a month. And that's all it's costing me right now. So I'm very blessed that at the moment I can afford Mounjaro. And so that's what started my Mounjaro journey, because originally Jeff didn't want me to do it because we just can't afford it. $1,000, that's more than a fancy car payment, $1,000 a month, that's a lot of money, and we just didn't have it.
So what do I feel right now? I feel glad that you're on Mounjaro. Well, back on Mounjaro.
Yeah.
And because I can see what it does with your blood sugar, and we also can do the atomic habits so that we can get ourselves back in the zone for losing weight. And I think that's,
And we did read Atomic Habits when we were doing the 4-4-4 plan. We read Atomic Habits, and we were doing all the right things. Oh my goodness, JP, thank you so much. He gave me a super chat for $2.99. Oh, and he even has a cute little pear that's blowing us kisses. Isn't that the cutest? Oh my gosh, thanks, JP. I appreciate that big time.
So that's my story.
Yeah. So he has been really supportive. But yeah, when it was going to be $1,000 a month for Mounjaro, he was not one.
Let's try something else.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of costs.
Try it doesn't cost $1,000 a month first, and then we'll see how that goes. But we were blessed with a cheaper price.
Yeah. And I'm hoping that price stays for me, because we will be on Cobra from Jeff's work for 18 months after he retires. So we'll still have the same health insurance for 18 months. So I'm hoping
I think it'll be
that it doesn't change for me, and that I can keep taking it, because it's been so helpful. Oh my gosh, so incredibly helpful.
Oh, there is one other thing, some other feeling that I have. It's when you let your Freestyle Libre lay under your arm away from your phone or whatever it is, and then at 2 a.m. in the morning, the big alarm goes off to wake me up that, we can't communicate with your phone. Where is it?
Yeah, I've gotten some false lows on my Freestyle Libre too, and the alarm, it's like having the fire alarm go off in the middle of the night. Scares the heck out of us. And so I have to be very careful where I place it on my arm, because I can't place it on my right arm anymore, because I usually sleep on my right arm the most. And so if I put it on my right arm, the alarm goes off, which is scary, and it hurts Jeff's sleep, especially on work nights.
We do have.
So I know that's a pain.
We do have a friend who has a family member who passed away from having low blood sugar. Remember? Yeah. And so
no, two.
Because
John's wife passed away from diabetes, and
in any event, so that was, not only did we get the alarm to wake us up, and it was a false alarm, fortunately, but it brings to mind you got to go and get something quick so that you can bring your blood sugar up, and goes from, 100% asleep, having a dream, to, you know,
is
jumping up
Yeah,
so you
is
don't
Gina gonna
die.
die? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's running to the kitchen to try to get me orange juice. And I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, I don't want to drink the orange juice yet until I know for sure this is a real sugar low.
And then to find out, oh, I guess I just put it on my arm funny.
Well, not that I put it on my arm funny, but I slept on my arm funny.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so there was that feeling.
Yeah, so there is that feeling too. And yeah, that's a pain in the butt.
But
Am I worth it?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Am I worth it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey, I think it was
Was
it Robin that said, hey, Jeff was such a good nurse to me last week with my hysterectomy, and it was Nurse Appreciation Week for Jeff's first week as a nurse, and I promised I'd give him a cookie. So here it is, Robin. Jeff, a homemade cookie.
I love peanut butter cookies.
Yes, my neighbor Corrine made them, and she also made us dinner tonight, which was so nice to get surprised with a lovely homemade meal. And I promised I'd be sure that you could have some peanut butter cookies.
Well, as soon as she is done being mended here, we're going to get right back into the swing of things, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Their exercise, walking around the neighborhood, swimming, all that stuff.
Yep. And my doctor said I could swim after 3 weeks.
By the way, that's another thing.
I still have to meet with him for the follow-up, and then he'll look and then give me the okay to swim. You
pretty much can't eat food while you're swimming either.
That's true.
If you can find those fun things to do that's mutually exclusive, just sitting there eating. I say this as I'm holding my cookie. Yes. I'm going to go eat my cookie.
You can go eat the cookie?
I'll go eat my cookie.
All right, I'm going to, you should be here for, because we're going to read the comments. Mm-hmm. And if anyone has any questions, go ahead and write them right now. And I'm going to read all the comments and questions here on this live stream. And if you have another idea of something that you'd really like me and Jeff to discuss, put it in the comments anytime on any video during the week. And that gives me that I can share with you on my Mounjaro Monday. Yeah, I haven't had my shot for 2.5 weeks because I couldn't do it, take the shot the week before my surgery. I had to stop, and I didn't do it this last Monday. But I'm not having any issues with constipation because I'm doing such a good job with the Miralax and staying on top of things that I'm ready to have this again. So I didn't have any side effects from Mounjaro other than not being able to take it because of my surgery. And I didn't have any weight loss because just an important thing, if you ever have any kind of surgery, they give you an IV. Well, that IV is salt water. And if you have any pudge in your body, your pudge gets pudgier when you have salt water in you. So it makes you hold a lot of water weight. And I, after my first surgery last month, I stepped on the scale 3 days after the surgery and freaked out because I had gained 10 pounds. But come to find out that was because of the IV. And that 10 pounds fell off plus another pound. So I was down 21 pounds before my surgery. And right now I have, I did step on the scale. I waited like 3 or 4 days after the surgery, and I was curious if it was going to be high like it was the last surgery. And yeah, I was up 10 pounds. So have I lost more weight? No, but I don't know. I still have weird fluids in me. And so I'll know more this coming Monday. All right. So Taz the Bulldog's mom says hello, and JP says hi, Gina, and let's see, and everybody can hear me and see me, so that's really good. Pamela Gomez says, hi, Gina. Carrie says, hi, Gina. I'm so glad to see you're doing well. You look great and sound like you're feeling much better. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling tons better. If you ever need a hysterectomy, if they can do it robotically for you, it's the way to go. I just have 4 little incisions. They're little, and it's helping me to recover a lot quicker than if I had the big, long incision in my tummy. So I'm glad I didn't have to do that. Pam says, at first you were in a little box, but then I clicked something on the lower right and you are there and I hear you too. Oh, good. And JP says, you seem like you are healing up well. So glad you have your energy. I do. And I don't have my glasses. Want to get me some glasses? So that's why I'm really squinting here. Kari says, hi, Gina. I'm so glad to see you're doing well. You look great and sound like you're feeling much better. Oh my gosh, so much better. And Taz the Bulldog's mom says, you look amazing. Thank you. And Pamela says, at first you were, okay, we read that, the little box. And JP says, you seem like you were healing up well. So glad you have your energy. Thanks, JP. And Pam says, you look amazing and your hair is so pretty too. I got to leave the house today. I'm not allowed to drive for 2 weeks because of doctor's orders, but I had a friend drop me off to get my hair done. So I got to get my hair done today. So thank you for noticing. So good this close after surgery. Yep. And Taz the Bulldog's mom says, I'm on my 2nd week of 10 milligrams and it's kicking my butt and just got my next month's box, thankfully. Oh, yeah. Whenever you go up a dosage, it really can kick your butt. So be sure you have in your house whatever it is that makes your tummy feel better, be it Pepcid Complete, Pepto-Bismol. For me, Tums helps me, but when Tums doesn't, Pepcid Complete really does the trick. Whatever over-the-counter thing that can help you that your doctor says is okay for you to take, be sure you have that kind of stuff in your house every time you titrate up, because it will kick your butt in the beginning until your body gets used to it. Candy Cane says, I hear you. Yay, thanks, Candy Cane. And Pamela says, I hear you about not being able to push. Yeah, I can't push after surgery when I go to the bathroom. She said, I relent after surgery once and I couldn't push. Terrible. Now I'm still dealing with the Mounjaro constipation. I slacked on the magnesium and LMNT in water. You know what LMNT is?
No.
Not sure.
Lemon tea?
I'm not sure. But you definitely, there's a few things that you can try. Definitely you need to talk to your doctor in case there's another medication or another health issue you have. It might be different of what over-the-counter things you can have. For me, I have high cholesterol, which actually is controlled now with my Mounjaro and my statin, but it's high without it. And type 2 diabetes is it for me. So my primary care doctor told me that I could have Miralax every day for the rest of my life if I chose to. And I could also have a Colace tablet, stool softener tablet if I needed to. And it wouldn't hurt me. It'd be okay. You know, I mean, not to have like, you know, a bottle of it, like I'm going to have a colonoscopy every day, but you know, a serving of it. And oh my gosh, I'm telling you, dragon fruit. The pink dragon fruit isn't incredibly tasty. It's kind of blah. It's very pretty, but it's kind of blah. I mean, it's not horrible. It's just kind of blah. But
is it kind of blah?
It's kind of blah. The yellow dragon fruit, oh my gosh, it's delicious. It's sweet. It's like a ripe pear with seeds, and the seeds are very easy to eat. I love yellow dragon fruit. Love it, love it, love it. But I tell you what, you eat an entire dragon fruit, the next day you poop. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good with that. Okay, let's see here. Oh, look, JP's the little, I guess maybe it's because I can really see the pear now. It's just so cute. Pam says, I even had leg cramps return last night, so I took my magnesium today. But she says, I hear you. Okay. Getting Kid says, I hear you. And then Pam says about not being able to push after surgery, and about Mounjaro constipation. And Pam says, I even had leg cramps return last night, so I took magnesium today. Okay. Another thing sometimes that helps with leg cramps is tonic water because of the quinine in it. And it comes in regular and in diet. I do that sometimes when I had cramps, leg cramps. And Pam says, right, the chronic obesity catches up to us eventually. I wish we had this sooner. Oh my gosh, me too. I wish I would have been able to take it years ago. Candy Cane says, I was on Mounjaro and now have to switch to Zepbound, waiting for approval as I'm still considered overweight. I am no longer diabetic. Wow. My number now is 5.5. Congratulations, Candy Cane. That's great. And JP says, LOL. Yes, the sensor alarms are scary. They are.
And loud.
Oh my gosh, they're so loud. Donna says, hi, Gina. You look absolutely beautiful tonight. So happy I was able to catch you live and so happy the surgery is behind you. Thanks, Donna. And thanks for all your nice comments on all my little videos I've been doing every day to help people who've had, who are also either had recently had a total hysterectomy robotically or need one. And it's just so nice to get all your lovely comments on those too. And JP says, Gina plus Jeff equals love and joy. Aw, thanks, JP. And I do love this guy. He's pretty awesome. Mindy says, it's so great to see you looking so energetic and your usual bubbly self. Side note, thanks for the Tums smoothies recommendation. It's been a lifesaver. Yeah, not all Tums are created equal. Some of them are just as chalky and crappy. But the Tums smoothie flavor Tums, they're delicious. I mean, every now and again, I just have one without a tummy ache, and I'll just have one because it's calcium, and calcium's good for your bones. And so I'll just have one like a piece of candy, because I walk by it and I go, man, that looks really good. And I'll just have one. But the smoothie flavor ones are awesome, where the regular ones are pretty crappy tasting. JP says, I like Jeff's shirt. I have that one too. Did you? Isn't it so fun? Yes. Yeah. Jeff is he loves his Star Wars and Star Trek. He loves both. And Val says, who can even get their Mounjaro refills? I can't get 5 milligrams. Oh, darn it. Val, keep trying. Even my Costco that I've been really lucky with, they sent me a text saying that they were sold out of Mounjaro 5 milligrams before my surgery last week. And so I went and saw them in person and asked, well, what about 7.5 milligrams? Because I could probably go up one level. And they're like, oh, we haven't had 7.5 in quite a while. And the only thing they've been able to get was the 2.5 milligrams consistently. But a week later, I got a text saying that my 5 milligrams was in. So I lucked out, but keep trying. I know it's really frustrating right now. It's hard. It's hard to get it, but keep trying. And Val says, well, surgery is inflammation for sure. Oh yeah, definitely. And my stomach is still it's still crazy big, bloated. But I've been doing a lot of walking in the house, and I've been able to walk. We live in a long cul-de-sac, and the mailbox is at the end, and I've been able to walk to the mailbox and back, and that's helped. I haven't had where the gas inside gets in my shoulders, because that happens after surgery if you don't walk. And so far I've been lucky with that, but I definitely still have inflammation, but it's very doable. It isn't as painful as it was the first couple of days. And Taz the Bulldog's mom says, Gina, you could ask your doctor to prescribe your shot for a 90-day prescription. I wonder if I could pick up a 90-day prescription at Costco even. I'll ask my doctor about that. I've also heard that you can do your prescription through Eli Lilly Direct. Says, and so if anyone's been doing that for the 90-day through Eli Lilly Direct and that's been working for them, let me know. And that might be something Val could try too. Let's see, where was I? And Taz the Bulldog's mom says, my pharmacist suggested that and said most insurance like that. Okay. And Donna says, hi, Val, like you, not able to get my prescription filled and had to go to the compound route for now to keep my diabetes in check. Yeah. And just make sure you've got a compound. There are some compound, what do they call their special kind of pharmacies, the compound pharmacies. But anyway, if they're a good one, then you'll be just fine. But you have to make sure that they're good and they're not some fly-by-night place. Taz the Bulldog says, and it makes it easier to get your shot. Val says, I'm just going to try being patient. I'll miss my next shot Monday. Oh, sorry, Val. Mega Losing says, hi, you look fantastic with new hair. It's so pretty. Curls look great. Thanks. I went and got it done today and it felt so nice to get out of the house. And Val said, LMNT is an electrolyte supplement. Oh, okay. Thanks, Val, because I was not sure what that was. And Mindy also says LMNT is electrolytes. And Pamela Gomez says, I need to get that yellow dragon fruit. Oh my gosh, it's so delicious. I don't think it's in season all the time. And they had it at Costco and then it disappeared. And then they just had the pink at Costco. And when I was at Costco last week, they didn't even have any pink anymore. But I saw pink at Walmart. I saw pink dragon fruit. Where else did I see it? And someone else said they found it at Target. But if you can find the yellow is just so delicious. Seriously, you'd eat it just because it's so yummy.
But don't eat too much.
But don't eat too much. Yeah, never eat more than one, or you'll have the opposite problem of constipation. You'll end up with diarrhea. And Taz the Bulldog says, Mom says, you two are just amazing. And Pamela says, knock on wood, my Costco has been having my 10 milligrams. Thank goodness. And I have a calendar alert added to my phone to be sure I request a refill every 21 days. So I'm ahead a month now. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And my Costco said that my insurance will let the order be filled 2 weeks before I need it. And that's been really helpful for me too. If you can do it a little early, it's always good. All right, that is all the questions that we have. And I want to thank everybody for watching. And if you have any other questions or anything, let me know. If you have another topic for me to do on a future Monday, we'll run with it. And thanks, Dorothy. You gave me such a great idea. I was like, yep, Jeff, we're doing a live tonight. We'll talk about how you feel about me. Ha! And I'm glad I finally got to ask you. So sorry it's only taken almost 4 years for me to ask you, but
that's okay. I'm used to it.
Aww. Aww. All right. Well, everybody have a great night. Bye-bye. Oh, and Donna says, Jeff and Gina are couple.
Can't read it.
Our couple pals, our couple goals. Jeff and Gina are couple goals. Oh, that is so sweet, Donna. Oh, thank you. Communication. And I'll also say, communication is important. And listening.
What?
And the way to make it work is you always want the best for the other person. So if I always want the best for Jeff and Jeff always wants the best for me, then it works. And that's really been our secret.
Like those cookies.
Oh yeah. I'm going to give him another cookie. Keep them in cookies. Right. There you go, sweetie.
Thanks.
Love you. Have a great night, everybody.